It's me, Maple. Of course. And in this video, I am going to be clipping models for Warhammer 40k. I recently, as in yesterday, bought my very first set of models. Actually, I was going to, and then Michelle bought them for me. I got myself, or she got me, a set of Necron Immortals. Now, she has a huge collection of Warhammer models, and I say huge as in I'm not someone who's ever collected or done Warhammer ever before until this year, really. 2022 is when I've actually, well, that's not necessarily true. This is the first time I've ever done the tabletop stuff this year. Starting in about February is when I had my first game on virtual tabletop with Michelle from California. I am now in Connecticut, and I have been since April 1st, and it has been busy. This is one of the few days that I've gotten not only all to myself, but just that's peaceful, where I don't have to do anything, and it's been enjoyable. So I thought, I've been meaning to record more videos, so here I am recording more videos. Now, I started clipping things without looking at the order, and I didn't really have a good place to put them. And when I got here, I guess Michelle had gotten me this little cup. It's like a rubber silicone cup that held a set of coffee and sugar dice. I love it. I haven't used it as a cup, and we haven't really had time to play any Dungeons and Dragons, but we have played a decent amount of Warhammer. We have been using this set of red 36 d6 dice, I think. It's not a 9, 18, 36, yeah. 36 dice. And sometimes we've needed more than this. That's what Warhammer is all about. It's all about rolling dice and taking 2 hours between turns. I wish I was joking. Especially if you play 3 people on one tabletop, which we've done twice now. Anyways, I started cutting things out of the board without paying attention to when I needed to cut them out. So I cut out, they all have the sprues and stuff still on them, but I cut out little immortal guns. Not immortal, Deathmark guns. I don't really know what they are. It is whatever that one is. It doesn't say. It'll say on in the rules, but it does not say on here. Maybe it says it on the back. Nope, it just says death marks. It is an optional assembly. If you're interested in Warhammer 40k, and especially the models, then let me know, and I will show off more, especially as I finish these, which is going to take me a long time. And I can show off Michelle's army, which she is playing Space Marines. I don't remember if she's making her own chapter. I think it's based off of, it's like a sub-chapter of the Iron Fists or something like that, Iron Hands, something. If you know 40k, you'll know what I'm talking about. I have no idea. I settled on Necron because I'm impatient. I keep coming back to Necron, but I have been considering Death Guard. They're a bit too cartoonish for me, and that's why I didn't settle on Death Guard. I was very interested in the Tau, but they weren't as beefy as I'd prefer. Maybe I can move this up a little bit. Just a bit. I could turn on the overhead light, but I like this lighting. It's more relaxing to me. I'm going to move my microphone back a bit, just to get rid of that shadow. That was probably really loud. This is all really loud, I'm sure. Hopefully I can edit that out, but I was interested in the Thousand Suns, because magic, and one that I'm still very interested in is the Adeptus Custodes. I really like being the biggest, not the biggest necessarily, but I like very powerful units, but I don't want it so powerful that it's not fun. Like the Knights, which they are not like competitive wise and stuff, I'm sure they're, not amazing. But the Knights are, Michelle played the Knights once, and the Battle Scribe thing that we're using had a typo where it just said 6 for the damage of one of our units and not D6. So we were just doing flat 6 damage every shot, and it obliterated all of my units and stuff, and it wasn't fun. And I don't want to do that, but I still want to be a big threat. And I also like the appeal of the Adeptus Custodes not having a ton of units, because I'm more interested in playing the game than all of this. But this is still interesting. It'll help me slow down, take my time. I don't know how else to say it. It gives me a little hobby that's not just video games, which is nice. Although I'd like to go outside more often. This isn't bad for the snow that we're gonna get here in Connecticut, which I'm sure is not something. I like the snow, but that's gonna be a lot for me. Anyways, Shelly is not necessarily decked out, but she's got tools a lot more than these two. These are just two of the more often used in this beginning process. They aren't the best or top of the line, but this is a hobby blade. Just a small little hobby blade. She's considering buying a big pack of scalpels, because apparently you can get a lot of them for very cheap. I don't know how good they are for this, but she knows more than I do with this stuff, so. And these are little clippers. I thought she got another pair yesterday, but I guess she put it back before we left the store. But these are pretty good. They're not the smallest, but they're sharp, and I haven't damaged any of my things yet, and I've got left off cutting out number 3, and it's on this tray right here. I'm cutting out these pieces, these little spine neck pieces. Put that down. I'm at the very first step. So 3, 16, and then it has 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. My guess is that there's 5 variants of the chest plate, because I only see 3 parts here, and all those numbers are next to the chest plate. And I know that if you get these individual sets, they come with a lot of variations, and you can pose them and stuff. But if you get a patrol box, or one of those big sets, yeah, it seems like you're getting more of a deal than you actually are if you're very interested in all the customization that comes with minis. Now, of course, you can get bash and do all that stuff if you know what you're doing, and it's easy for, and if it's easy for you, words. But this is the first time I'm doing this. I did help put together a tech priest mini thing. I don't know, as an individual tech priest, like HQ unit for Shelly's army. She wanted me to get into it, and it's like, this is okay. It's not my favorite thing, because it wasn't mine. But these are mine, so I'm gonna, cherish it. But yeah, 3, 16, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And it looks like 20 are arms. And then 18, 17, 14, 19, and 15 are the guns. Let's see. Oh, the cogs are variant assembly. I don't know if there's different colors. Oh, that's one gun. That's another gun. Okay. Yeah, I don't know which ones these are. I'm gonna actually open up Battle Scribe really quickly. Battle Scribe roster. Hey, let's open up my Necron Vroom, which is my current army for 1K. My current army that I'm gonna try next time on Virtual Tabletop is an incursion size, so up to 1,000 points. I capped out at 1,000 points. I have a Catacomb Command Barge with a Gauss Cannon, Staff of Light, Warlord, and Immortal Pride Warlord trait. Then I have the Chronomancer with the Aeon Stave and the Veil of Darkness relic. Then I have 10 Immortals and 2 squads. Oh, I know. 1 squad of 10 Necron Warriors, 5 with Gauss Flares, and 5 with Gauss Reapers. And then I have 5 Scorpic Destroyer elite units. 1 with a Reap Blade and 4 with Threshers. Then I have 3 Locust Heavy Destroyers with Gauss Destructors and 1 Ghost Arc. The idea is getting just in range very fast and staying there to shoot. And I suppose they have good runaway potential, maybe. It depends, like, oh boy, what's going on with my computer right now? One second. I have no idea what that noise was about. It might come back, but yeah. I want to try the Immortals at some point, and I'm gonna see if I like the Goss Flayer or the Goss Reaper more. I'm sure a mix isn't a bad idea. Oh, I know that's for regular warriors. The Goss Blaster, or I have 10 Immortals with Goss Blasters. The other option is the Tesla Carbine. The Tesla Carbine is Assault 2. That means they can advance and shoot twice, which is kind of good for the tactic here is moving in fast. It has a 24-inch range, 0 AP, which isn't the best, and 1 damage. But each time an attack is made with this weapon, with an unmodified hit roll of 6, scores 2 additional hits. I'm assuming that doesn't keep going. I would have to look into that. But either way, that's a lot more attacks. The main problem here is I think my dynasty choice is Mefrit, and I believe... Oh, never mind. Mefrit is good for this. I'm not gonna get into it. But they should have 1 armor pen if they're within half range, plus 1 armor pen. Or I guess an extra -1. Whatever. And they have increased range too, plus 3 inches. That's pretty good. The Goss Blaster has 30 inches, so it'd be 33, which means I can get into half range faster. It has rapid fire of 1, so if I'm within half range, I shoot twice. Strength of 5. The Tesla Carbine has a strength of 5 as well. The Goss Blaster has 2 AP and 1 damage. So I get a lot more shots out of the Tesla Carbine, potentially. But only 1 armor pen if I'm within half range, which would be half of 27. I don't know, 26, that'd be 13, right? Yeah. So I'd have to be within like 13.5 inches. I don't even know if they go by halves here, but 13 inches to get within half range, to get that extra armor pen, to give it just 1, but it's advance or assault 2, which means I can advance and shoot, but I'm pretty sure that comes with a penalty. I don't know. But Goss Blaster, I can play it more safe from far away, because half of 33 is 16.5 inches, and every inch matters, every half an inch matters in this game. That's what she said. So I don't know. I'm gonna take... Oh, well, that's annoying. I can only have... All of them have the same gun. They can't vary in 1 unit. That is weird. So perhaps I can lower this to 5 and duplicate and make this one take Tesla Carbines. Yes, that works. So now I have 2 5 units. Interesting. I think that's good. I'm gonna have have to look at my HQ units a bit more, but I'm going to look for the death marks. Now I'm going to move this thing, and I had a video open. I'm going to make sure everything is muted besides me. That was a little loud. I've been watching Auspex Tactics, AUSPEX space Tactics on YouTube for all of my 40K information. Seems very reputable and very detailed, yet straight to the point. And I believe Tier 1 has Warriors and Immortals. I don't see the death marks. Death mark. Okay, Tier 3 death marks. Mediocre ranged damage, barely good enough versus characters, but they have deep strike and intercept abilities. I don't know what any of that means. So, as cool as the death marks are, they are probably going to not be one of my choices. But one thing that Michelle does with her minis is she has a tiny little drill, tiny little drill, and super tiny magnets that are pretty strong. And she's magnetized weapons and arms and stuff to all of her minis, to a lot of them anyways. And she offered to do the same with all the guns and all of the heads, so I can have Immortals with either weapon or death marks as I choose, as I please, which is awesome. And honestly, after she teaches me, I could do it myself, but either way, getting used to this house and the wildlife around here. I just randomly hear noises. That's weird. Alright, at least I don't hear that chihuahua anymore, thank God. Why did I close this? I guess I still need to get all the 3s out. I haven't done any cutting in the video, and it's 23 minutes in. Apologies. Now, I've been trying to be very careful by cutting back near the back of the sprue, far away from the model itself, or the miniature piece, so I can get all of the excess. It has the largest sprues on it still. Come on, focus. Please focus. Come on. Come on, focus, damn it. No. But you can see those 4 big things taking off of it are all the sprues. And I need to, I think that's what they're called. Hopefully that's what they're called. But, I'm gonna shave that off with a hobby knife later. For now, I'm just removing what I need. And I will probably glue these in the presence of Michelle sometime this weekend. Just so that she can help, because I'm not the best at gluing things due to my lack of patience and lack of delicate dexterity, I suppose you could say. Just kind of like slowly chipping away. Go. Put that over there. She has a lot of these little tiny Tupperware that she puts a whole set of all the pieces that she needs. So she'll cut it up, divide it into those little Tupperware cup things, and then glue it all together from the cup and all that stuff and do the drilling. I have just the coffee cup and any other dish or whatever that I can find to put this stuff in. I know some of this stuff I can glue, by myself pretty easy and not have to worry about any kit bashing stuff or any of that. I know she has a huge collection of there's like 100, 200 skulls. She's used a lot of the cool big ones already, but there are quite a few left. I'm not going to cut the big frame yet. And she would definitely let me use a lot of those because she's not going to use them all herself, more than likely. And the hobby shop that we went to, the multiple hobby shops that we went to, had plenty of those little skull things there. And we can order them again. Alright, so I believe I got all the ones that I needed out. Actually, no, I didn't. Now I need to get the front chest pieces, I believe. Come on. Alright, so these are 3. These are 16. And then I need 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And it looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. No, 6. Okay, there might be a lot more than I thought. Those aren't what I'm looking for, it doesn't look like. Interesting, interesting. I'm going to look at this again, just to make sure. Alright, I just want to make sure that I don't put something on that I need to be able to take off. Nine, 10, 11, 12, and 13 on the back of 36. Do I have enough of 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13? I don't think so. 9, 10, 11. That's it on this one. Just 3. 13, 12. So that is a problem. That is a problem. That means I have to choose now, really, because these, I suppose, connect to the gun. That's what these tubes are. That's my assumption anyways, or they connect to something relating to the gun. I don't even see them on here. Oh yeah, it looks like it goes around their leg. Right about there, you can't even see it that well. Let's try to do this. It's this part right there. Not that tube, but that little part. Wrap wraps around from the back around the leg and touches the back of the gun. Now, I'm 99% sure I'm never going to use death marks unless they buff them. But this box was only... Oh boy. I'm trying to find the price on it. I don't see the price. I think that one's like $38. Cheaper in person than buying it online. That means that I can use some of these things for kit bashing or whatever. I don't think there's any rules for what helmets you can use. If there are, they can suck it. I'm sure no one who plays the tabletop cares that much about what the model looks like, so long as it's the right size and it's predetermined what it is, because anyone who plays this game should know how much models cost, and I wouldn't understand anyone who got upset about that, unless they're gonna buy me all the models. Oh, that's the shoulder. I want to avoid getting too close to that. So this is 13 here. One sprue. Two sprue. I'm using the flat side towards the model, because I think that's the safest. I'm not sure. Got really close with that one. Which part am I? This part right here. Alright, 13. I don't think I have to keep track of which number each of these are. I'm looking for variations, and I'm not seeing any between 13 and 12. That was very close. That was even closer. Alright. I'm still not noticing any variation here. And I think the rest are on the other set of sprues, or whatever the frick. Yeah. And there doesn't seem to be any variation between these. Did I move any of these? No, okay. And the last one right here, here we go. Two more. I almost got the, I think it was it the Chronomancer? I'm not sure. The one with the 10 tentacles, but that one was $35. This was $38, and I got 5 minis. I'm gonna get that one eventually, the one with the tentacles, because he's fun. I believe he's a chronomancer. That one just flew. I went to those game shops dead set on buying Satan or Catan, Shard of the Void Dragon, but I ended up not seeing a lot of options for Necron at all, and I almost got a patrol box or even the incursion size box, but I decided that I wanted to take my time and I wanted a lot of options for creativity, and you don't get as much in a patrol box, even though it's a good deal. And if I ever wanted to, just bust them out and not spend too long thinking about all the little details, then that'd be fine. Although I think I'd rather buy someone's pre-built set and paint it and all that myself, because I'd rather do the painting. Not necessarily, but like, this is a lot of time and effort to cut out, shave away, glue it all together, drill, magnetize, all that stuff. I don't know. I did see a small group of Tau at one of the shops. I think it was the Portal in Manchester. It wasn't as full of Warhammer stuff as I was expecting. There was another place that I went to that was much better. It had a lot more Warhammer. Like, don't get me wrong, the Portal had a lot of Warhammer, but it was also in Manchester. It was farther away, but not too far away. It was like 6 minutes away from the Portal, I think. And they hold events and stuff. I'm probably gonna go there again multiple times. And who knows? They do painting and modeling events. And Michelle is very interested in doing that. So I might as well go and see what it's like someday. But yeah, I think I got all of these parts, which I'm going to have to put together. This video is 40 minutes long. I think I'm going to put all of these back in the box, along with all the parts in here. I'm just going to take these out so they don't make too much noise. And at the very least, I can save all the extra parts and use it to kit bash and stuff eventually. Or who knows? I don't know what I could do with these, but I'm sure there's something I could do. Cool little gun. It's a shame that I can't really use them because of the specific backing that you need. I mean, I could always use the Deathmark backs instead of the ones with tubes. That way I don't have to worry about the tubes. I mean, how different are these two Deathmarks? It's quite significant. I mean, if I really wanted to put in a lot of work, I could cut off the tubes on this one and put it on the back of this one. But that's a lot of work. A lot of delicate work that I could mess up. Ooh, I just tapped my microphone. Hopefully this video has been relaxing, entertaining, interesting. Whatever reason you may be watching this, I hope you enjoyed it. And I really hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye.